ECPW fans, the 32-man title tournament for the ECPW heavyweight title continues tonight as we see Dan the Man go against Steve Sterling and a Peacemaker against Chris Steeler, and of course a huge tag team match with the Foreign Exchange against Andrew Anderson and Joe Guns. Dan the Man representing Team Shazam, wanting you to cheer for him, and he had these words to say earlier this evening about the big title tournament here at ECPW.
Tonight, ECPW, Dan the Man, the champ, gets the opportunity to once again take a title and make it popular. I'm going into the ECPW Heavyweight Championship Tournament. But I'm not going in alone. I'm going in with Team Shazam. And Steven Sterling, you and the rest of the ECPW fans will have no choice but to cheer for me, Shazam.
Adrenaline, the Jersey Jewel, Steve Sterling, and I'll tell you what, Joey G, these ECPW fans are taking a liking to the Jersey Jewel.
What can you tell us about the Jersey Jewel, Mike?
Jersey Jewel, pretty much a rookie in the business, got about a year of experience under his belt, but what he lacks in experience, he makes up for in heart and determination, and he's going to need that against Dan the Man, a veteran here at ECPW.
You know, and again, we know Doug DeVito is the general manager of ECPW, and he's taking credit for the great talent we have here in ECPW now, but we all know why this talent is here. Because ECPW is a wrestling organization where we wrestle. There's not 20 minutes or a half-hour promos in the ring. It's straight wrestling. And that's what we're all about.
That's right, and it's also part and parcel of the ECPW Professional Wrestling School. And fans, you can find out more information about ECPW and its wrestling school simply by going to ECPW1.com.
And if you don't have a computer, give us a call, 973-402-9599.
Joey G, I'm impressed with this kid, the Jersey Jewel, Steve Sterling, taking control of Dan the Man with a side headlock.
And we got another packed house here tonight, Mike.
Absolutely.
I mean, last week, the big blockbuster announcement of contract negotiations with Jeff Coleman and ECPW stalling, and we have the tournament going on.
And that's why the fans are here for great action, like this 32-man tournament for the heavyweight title. And Steve Sterling with a series of shoulder blocks on Dan the Man. And Dan the Man doesn't want any of that.
Well, Dan the Man taking a smart move and getting out of the ring, and he's going to break down the momentum of the Jersey Jewel.
Joey G, Dan the Man likes to talk about Team Shazam. Are there any more members of Team Shazam other than Dan the Man?
Well, yeah, but not here tonight. One Tristan Law. And apparently Tristan Law was a good amateur wrestler, good scientific wrestler when he broke into wrestling, but Dan the Man got in his ear and converted him to the rough, tough style that we see here in the ring.
Yeah, and I don't think Vinny the Guido helped. I don't think he did Tristan Law any favors either. Dan the Man with this leg scissor, Jersey Jewel kicks out.
By the way, where is Vinny the Guido tonight? There must be a Guido show going on.
He might be at the beauty parlor trying to do something with that god-awful haircut he has. Oh, look at the Jersey Jewel cinch up on that side headlock.
They're all in the audience tonight, Mike.
That they are, Joey G.
You think it was Halloween? And we want to send a special shout out to Netta, sick for the last few months with pneumonia, but she's back in the audience today. God bless you, Netta.
Good to see her doing well, but the Jersey Jewel not doing too well as Dan the Man rams his right shoulder into that steel post. Oh. What a neck breaker. Steve Sterling.
I don't think that worked, did it?
I don't think so. Maybe this will. Dan the Man just took too much time there.
Kick out.
If he wants to stay in control of this match, he's got to stay in control of the neck, just like he is with those clubbering forearms on the Jersey Jewel, Steve Sterling.
You know, we have
double axe handle to the back of the neck, and now a few push-ups.
wrestling fans, May 11th, Lafayette High School. A big wrestling show in store for you with Crazy Ivan going against the Kodiak Bear. And Gino Caruso will be taking on his nemesis, Tony Myers, plus lots of other ECPW wrestling stars. That's Lafayette High School on May 11th.
And Jersey Jewel reaching out for a breath of fresh air. He's not getting it from Dan the Man as he stays to work on that neck of Steve Sterling. Sterling showing you he got some fight left. Both of these competitors know that this is part of the big heavyweight title tournament here at ECPW. And Dan the Man in firm control here. And Dan the Man claiming he's the champ. He hasn't even made it out of the first round of the tournament. A little hip wiggle by Dan the Man. That's not going to get it done. Sterling rolls his right shoulder out. Referee Scott Volk says only two. Dan the Man pandering to the crowd. Steve Sterling trying to catch his breath, trying to get oxygen flowing. But this submission maneuver is not going to help his case at all. Referee checking to see if Steve Sterling's going to give it up here. But no, he doesn't. He knows it's for this to advance in the tournament here at ECPW. Dan the Man goes in for the cover. 1, 2. Sterling
not good enough
once again.
Well, Michael, I was just called away. Apparently,
You can't win. You can't.
later on in the program, we're going to have a little interview with Bobby Lee Walker and Justin Blackwell to see what happened a few weeks ago when that stare down took place between Muniz and the German menace Stag and them.
Right, the foreign exchange in Team West Virginia. Man, I'd love to see that match, Joey G. Clothesline by Steve Sterling. And another. jersey. Julie goes in for the cover. Only at 2 counts as referee Scott Volk.
Hey, Scott, I tell you, Scott is one of the better referees here in ECPW.
Absolutely.
You see how quick he gets up and down?
Here we go. Oh my God, the neck of Steve Sterling.
Wow, I hope he's all right.
Next round, Dan the Man.
Dan, a man talking some trash.
Trash talk. You don't need to do that.
Goodness.
I mean, he hurt him. He might have hurt his neck, his head. You know, he could have a concussion, and the guy is teasing him.
We might need some help out here for Steve Sterling.
This is Joey G, and on May 11th at Lafayette High School, Crazy Ivan.
Listen to him. May 11th, Lafayette High School, Kodiak Beer. You want a piece of Crazy Ivan? You got it.
This next match is a first round match in the ECPW Heavyweight Championship tournament. Introducing first, being accompanied by Doug DeVito, from the toughest prison in the East Coast, 6'9", 400 pounds, the Peacemaker.
And our ring announcer, Jana, looking behind her back because she knows who's on his way.
We're lucky to have her here, and they're quite a pair.
Absolutely, they are.
Well, I'm talking about Jana and the Music Man. They work well together.
Oh, I thought you were talking about Doug DeVito and the Peacemaker.
No, that's not a pear. That looks like a pumpkin.
The Peacemaker had these words to say about this big title tournament.
I don't have to tell you people who I am. You all know who I am. I am the Peacemaker. And tonight, I finally get the shot that I have never gotten since I've been in the ECPW. And that is at that heavyweight championship. Because champions are scared of the Peacemaker. Because they know that when they get in the ring with me, court is in session. And they all will feel my version of my nightstick justice. Now let me explain about my opponent tonight. Do you see this dumpster? When I am done with him, what will be in that dumpster is his hopes, his dreams, and his aspirations of ever being the heavyweight champion. Because when I get in the ring, court is in session, and I will take him out. Because I don't even know his name and I don't care. But I know he has a ridiculous hairdo, and he makes me sick to my stomach. So tonight is the first step on the Peacemaker's road to show you and everyone else why I am the law in that ring. Court's adjourned.
And his opponent, from Woodbridge, New Jersey, weighing in at 218 pounds, with the show stealer!
Joey G, Chris the Show Stealer, 9-year veteran in professional wrestling. He too looking to work his way through the ranks of ECPW, and he had these words to say about this big title tournament.
My name is Chris the Show Stealer, and I may be new to ECPW, but I am not new to professional wrestling at all. And it looks like that my reputation has preceded me, as I am already in the ECPW Heavyweight Championship Tournament. Now I go against the Peacemaker. You should know that by the end of this match, there's going to be no peace between me and you. There's only going to be you in pieces as I move on to become the ECPW Heavyweight Champion, and I'm going to be what I always am. Picture perfect.
That's some hairdo on Chris Steeler, isn't it?
Absolutely, Joey G. Chris Steeler with a style and class all of his own, but you know what? He is exactly what he says he is, and that's the Show Stealer, and that he's looking to prove that against the Peacemaker tonight and advance in this huge title tournament. As Chris Steeler endures himself to these ECPW fans, I hope he knows he needs eyes in back of his head.
Well, I think we're gonna have company over here, Mike.
Keep your fingers crossed. I hope not. wishes never come true.
Hi, Mr. DeVito. How are you tonight?
Why wasn't all this run by me? Huh? Why wasn't all this run by me?
Because you got to the arena late tonight.
And nice comeback by Doug DeVito. Chris the Show Stealer. Whoa, what a right hand.
I hope my mic is still on. He took my mic and he's playing games with it. And then he'll say I'm doing a bad job.
I heard Doug DeVito usually does a good job with a mic, if you know what I mean.
Depends on which mic.
Not this one, that's for sure.
Are you comfortable, Mr. DeVito?
I own this table. All I'm doing is improving your...
I'm just asking you if you're comfortable. Then you're going to yell we're not calling the action, but it's hard to see through you.
From what I can see, at least.
Difference anyway, right?
Doug DeVito thinks his parents were glass blowers. We can see through them. I don't think so. Chris Steeler in the corner now. Peacemaker comes after him. Boot to the midsection. Chris Steeler will never get up, give up, never say die. Oh, and that Peacemaker with more dirty tactics picks up Chris Steeler. What a power slam. And Doug DeVito likes it. But the ECPW fans here do not. And these ECPW fans making a reference about, I believe, the Peacemaker's uncle. Oh, Steeler out of the way just in time. Left jabs now by Steeler and a right. Here he comes off the ropes. Oh, my goodness, the Peacemaker, 400 pounds. That's like running into a brick wall, Joey G.
Well, I was just told by Mr. DeVito that I will be not interviewing Bobby Lee Walker tonight and Blackwell. So we'll see if we can get it next week.
That sidewalk slam. Is he gonna go in for the cover? This could be it. That's his patented maneuver.
DeVito's making...
Chris Steeler kicks out.
I was just going to pay you a compliment that you're making friends out of the fans, I see.
I'm going to start throwing some of these hillbillies out of here.
Why? They're paying customers.
I'm just taking out of your pay. This other idiot's pay.
Not much more to take out of my pay. Oh, DeVito.
Oh, look at that. He gives the Peacemaker his nightstick.
Now, court is in session!
And right in front of the referee. But he misses.
Oh!
What a super kick by Chris Steeler. Get down there, referee. Yes, yes, yes. There you go. Chris Steeler.
He caught him good, didn't he?
In the title tournament. How do you like that, Doug DeVito? Yeah. Great.
How do you like that?
Great. If Doug DeVito was more concerned about his Peacemaker than throwing my bottle of iced tea, maybe his man would have advanced in the title tournament, Joey.
Well, DeVito was not happy, was he? He was not a happy man, as the song goes. And we got that big tag team match coming up next.
I know I'm supposed to call it down the middle, but good. DeVito and the Peacemaker got exactly what they deserve. Good for Chris, the Show Steeler.
Gino Caruso, you have a very big match coming up on May 11th at Lafayette High School. Please, your fans are dying to hear from you.
Well, you know what, Joey G? I mean, all the stuff that's going on with Doug DeVito and me not being around ECPW, I am still in the contract to perform. And on May 11th at Lafayette High School, Lafayette, New Jersey, my opponent is going to be Tough Tony Myers. Now, everybody knows him as the Memphis Legend. He's been all over the world, but he made his name in Memphis, Tennessee. And he says he is the toughest wrestler in ECPW. Well, you know what, Tony? You are tough, and you and I are no strangers to each other. But on that day, May 11th, after the match is done, and I hit you with the arrivederci, I'm going to go out, and I'm going to be celebrating with my fans. Ciao.
My goodness, the German menace, the Portuguese powerhouse.
Here we go.
Accompanied by Lance Prophet. And they do not look like happy individuals tonight. Matter of fact, Craig Stagg, except when he's beating his opponents to a bloody pulp, I don't think I've ever seen him with a smile on his face.
And why do they intimidate us, they intimidate everybody, they intimidate the fans. Lance Prophet has one of the most terrifying tag teams here at ECPW.
He also has one of the most terrifying wardrobes I've ever seen.
Well, you know what? I think even our producers will agree to that.
Yes, produce away. Whoa.
Look at the physique on. Look at the physique on Stagg. Look at the size of those legs.
He keeps looking at you, Joey.
I don't know why. You know what? I think it's because he still has a agita from the Germans and the Italians not getting along during World War II.
That explains it.
Here they come, the team of Joe Guns and Andrew Anderson with the Creeper.
And this feud, this rivalry of sorts between the Reinforcer Andrew Anderson and the German menace Craig Stagg continues on tonight.
Creeper's got that dead rat.
In this huge
get that rat away from me, Creeper.
Match. Trusting you with this, Joey. Oh.
You got it, Andrew.
You're concerned about the Creeper's rat. I'm concerned about Double A's chain.
Well, this one is going to be all over the place.
Look out, here we go.
No, get that rat away from me,
And the Creeper's rat has a few words for yours truly.
I'm going to get some, a rat trap. Nice, look at that body slam by Andrew Anderson.
Not many men can pick up the German menace like that, Joey G.
Not many men.
Whoa, all right.
I tell you, this is a formidable tag team. Jumpin' Joe Guns and Andrew Anderson, that tag team championship material.
And it looks like the Reinforcer's been working out those abs.
Creeper? Maybe you let me interview your rap. Maybe you let me interview your rap one of these days.
I think you just did. Serious business inside the ring. Clothesline by Guns. Make it a double by Anderson. Whoa, the Portuguese powerhouse is right in front of our table here.
You come in when we say you come in.
And the chant of USA as the fans are going absolutely berserk here.
My goodness, it's deafening, Joey G.
Mike, I mean, the last match of tonight, but next week we got another exciting card. I don't know how the promoters continue to do it and the bookmakers, but we have a TV title match with Tony Fiore against Big Ben Cromwell.
My goodness, and the ECPW heavyweight title tournament rolls on next week. Crazy Ivan, of course you know Doug DeVito's going to be by his side against Eric Andretti. What a match that's going to be.
Well, now will Doug DeVito have his new friendly referee Al Soprano there?
I don't know, but Double A trying to bring some to our attention. German menace goes to work on Jumpin' Joe Guns. Duck under, catches the boot. Joe Guns says, not this time, menace. Whoa, flip up and fly, if you will. Jumpin' Joe Guns right to work on that left arm of the German Menace. Tags in the reinforcer. Oh. What shots to the tricep area of the German Menace. Now to the ear.
Oh, what a chop by Andrew Anderson.
That one was for you.
And another
Joey
one.
G. Maybe that was for me. Look out, Menace!
That was for you, Joey!
What about me, Joey G?
I don't know. Well, you know, Andrew Anderson and I go back a long ways. In fact, one time I managed him in my old managing days, but Mike, as you know, it's a lot safer at the broadcast table than being a manager.
Absolutely. What a career you've had, Joey G. And we're fortunate to have you at the broadcast table. Oh, but Jumpin' Joe Guns is not fortunate to be right in the middle of the foreign exchange.
And ECPW wrestling fans, a lot of great shows coming up in the future.
That wasn't German, that was Italian.
May 18th in Rochelle Park, and May 25th we'll be back here for the TV taping. So check the website, ECPW1.com, and make sure you know of the ECPW. Oh, look at this.
Jumping, sorry to cut you off there, Joey G, but behind the referee's back, the Portuguese powerhouse was choking Jumpin' Joe Guns right on that second rope. My God.
And Lance Prophet is a happy man, isn't he?
He's something, that's for sure.
Do you ever see the movie Animal House?
Yes.
Do you think Lance Prophet looks a little like Flounder?
Well, he looks like a fish. I was thinking more of a whale. And why on earth does he need dark sunglasses in this building for?
Maybe his eyes are bloodshot from some partying. He always talks about all the beautiful woman he goes out with.
What?
Well, that's what he tells everybody in the locker room.
What? Yeah.
It might cost him $500 a night, but you can get a beautiful woman for that, Mike.
I'll pass. Thank you very much.
Just the CIA.
Right now, the foreign exchange, Stan Marquez. Boy, he's constantly the Portuguese jibber jabber.
Boy, Andrew Anderson chomping at the bits to get into the ring, isn't he?
He certainly is. And the creeper cheering Jumpin' Joe on.
Joe Guns with those fast hands. And here comes Stag, the German Menace.
Fast hands aren't going to do you much good with a thumb to the eye, that's
No.
for sure. Double team maneuver off the ropes.
Boy, he made the tag.
They didn't see the tag to Andrew Anderson.
Andrew Anderson made the tag, Stag. Oh, double clothesline.
One for Marquez.
Oh,
One
two
for
body
Stag.
slam. That's two for the price of one, huh?
That's right. They don't call him Double A for nothing.
Oh, a noggin knocker.
A double one. Tags back in, Jumpin' Joe Guns. Here we go. Oh, collision course. That wasn't pretty, but it was effective.
Andrew Anderson, Stag out of the ring.
Menace and Anderson by our
No,
table.
no, no, hot coffee.
Oh, my goodness. Look out,
security.
Prophet. Jumpin' Joe Guns throws Marquez right into Prophet. Into the corner. Bulldog goes in for the cover. 1, 2, 3.
And this one's all over.
What a match!
Unbelievable match to end tonight's show.
What a ECPW adrenaline we've had for you tonight. Next week, the title tournament continues.
And also a TV title match with Tony Fiore against Big Ben Cromwell.
My God, fans, tune in next week.